There. Just a little bit of water for my lovely peas, which I'm sure, lovely peas, please, you're going to any minute now go ahead and start giving me some peas so I can have food and stop starving and, you know, relying on the fact that there's a whole bunch of rot that just keeps popping into my pockets from my food rotting. Yep, totally gonna have some edible food any day now, right? Like these cabbages, do I need to like, what do I need to do to get these cabbages? I'm about ready to like smack at them with my pickaxe, but it seems that the cabbages still need some time to grow. The cabbage patch is not yet ready to prevent me from starving to death, which might be a bit of a problem, but maybe we can still hang in there. Is that potato ready? Please tell me I have at least one. Come on. I have a potato! One potato. Well, good morning everyone, and welcome back to our adventures here in our humble life in Echoes of Plum Grove, where we are trying to stay one step ahead of starvation. And while we may be accomplishing that with the survival salad that I'm literally eating off of the ground, well, I have good news! I have good news! If you wanted more of a challenge, don't worry, because not only do we somehow need to figure out what to do with the ghost of our dead best friend, and not only do we need to figure out, you know, the basics of survival and how to get these seeds planted when I broke my hoe and the blacksmith hasn't had another one to sell, but we have taxes. Yep, we have taxes, and they're more than they were last week. I'm sensing a theme there in the exponential increase of our taxes. I'm wondering whether or not I might become a revolutionary or I might become a ghost. I think I kind of have two options at the moment. But all right, so let's do our best today, even though I'm beginning to be quite humbled and realize that perhaps I might want to not spend all of our income and all of our time on plants this time around, even if I will probably enter fisticuffs over my double flower plant pots and, you know, over the lovely potted ferns, because I think they're quite lovely indeed. Oh, and I have good news! We do have some dried vegetables, and that's actually from our dryer that we were given when we first moved into town, and where I threw some of our turnips on there, and what do you know? The turnips turned into dried veggies, which is infinitely more useful to me than just one single turnip that doesn't really fill up your tummy very much. So hopefully I will be able to pull that trick off some more with more of the wonderful crafting recipes that we can use, like, and boy, I wish I had paid attention to this earlier, the preserves jar. So we can actually make a preserves jar that I could be putting things into, and apparently that will end up making food that will last a long time and is much more nutritious than just picking leaves off of the ground. However, the trade-off of that is that we will need to think about, can I fish over here, by the way? I wanted to give it a little try. I can! Okay, I'm going to like turn this into like my little sanctuary. Okay, maybe it's just thematic fishing. Oh, wait, no. To me, little friend, I have a quest. I have a quest that will teach me rose cake if I manage to complete it. Not that I have roses, sugar, or cake. It's a frog. That's fine. That's fine. I think somebody took this frog from me for like 20 gold the other day. Or maybe it was 2. But at this point, I'm desperate. And also, we can actually use these worms in fishing. I just have no idea how. But I love the idea. No offense, little worms. So maybe I'll figure that out in a little bit here. Can I like... Okay, worm. Nope. Well, let's try a little bit more fishing just for a second. And then now that I know I can fish here and we have our cute little like birdhouse, I might put my plants down here. Too bad I can't put my rocking chair out here. Oh, what's that? Green algae. Huh. Well, I don't know if that's going to be useful. Okay, maybe fishing in my little creek over here isn't going to be the most useful thing in the world, but... Oh dear, I didn't mean to move around. But at least we're giving it a little bit of a try, and we can drop off the rot and possibly the worms, since children have worms in their pockets that we can go ahead and snag. All right, that's another thing of algae. Look, oh, my flowers! These are so cute. Okay, we are gonna be decorating probably out here with these, just because I like spending a bit of time out here. And I can see myself one day being able to transform this into a little bit of a food farm. As in, a farm that actually gives us food. I could really use that about now. Oh, wow, I have a lot of land! Is this why I have to pay so much in taxes? Alright, let's fill this up. Don't mind me. Okay, and I thought the worms could be used in composting. Maybe the composter's full. Alright, be back later then. Alright, so at least I got a frog and some algae, and we have some dried vegetables that can be a bit of a meal in a pinch. But let's actually see, what else do we need to work on today? We also have the drying rack that we need to craft another one of to go ahead and give to James Hutton, the very gloomy teacher, in exchange for some Vesper bread, some cooking oil, and a pair of boots. And if we can get one more piece of ore, we will actually be able to get the butter churn blueprint from Roland Smith. And if we can actually find some mackerel from some fresh water sources, then we can get quite a bit of money from Luna McBell, who is one of the lighthouse keepers. She and her wife, I think Ruth, run the lighthouse with their daughter, I believe. Let me double check that. I will be quite proud if I got that right, because I want to become part of the town. I want people to like me. Luna, Jane, and McBell. Oh, and Wilbur Kit. Oh my gosh, she has a totally different last name. I wonder if they like adopted him as an orphan. I have papers that would apparently just let me adopt an orphan, no questions. I have a lot of questions about the papers that would let me adopt a child, no questions, but we'll worry about that later. Let's see. So I might want to see if I can find some mackerel, and I guess we'll try to pay our taxes really soon, because otherwise our home will actually end up repossessed. If it's already possessed by ghosts though, you know what I mean? I wonder if I could still come out on top there. If I could say, no, you don't want to take this from me. Trust me, it's haunted. Or would that get me in trouble because we already have a witch in the village, but I don't know if they want me as a witch. All right. Jacob! Thank you! Jacob, you're so kind. I wish I had better things to give you. This is the second day in a row that he has actually given us some food. He must know that we're starving to death over here. After a long day's work, nothing hits the spot quite like a rich, savory tomato soup. I'll remember that. Tomato soup and wine. Got it, Jacob. I don't think I should make tomato soup wine, but you know, it'd be a unique experience that would combine two of your favorite things, says the person who's never had a sip of wine in her life. So what do I know? I mean, it's smushed up fruit. Grapes are smushed up fruit when you turn it into wine. Oh, I think that would get me absolutely run out of town in some places with like old-fashioned pitchforks and everything. This might surprise you, but Benjamin Whitfield is very fond of bud catching. That is quite fascinating. You have wheat seeds today, and you would take 16 gold for those dried vegetables, and 13 for these lemons that you just gave me. Thank you. And 20 for my frog! Jacob here, would you like my sad collection of things I found off the ground? Because I have a feeling that he just is trying to help us stay alive at this stage, and that's almost what we just traded him. We traded him a frog and some leaves, and he gave us all of the money we currently possess in our life. Thank you, Jacob. I wish I could go ahead and give you a gift. I honestly don't think I have anything like worth the attempt. However, maybe. Hello, Edwin! I happen to be good friends with your wife, so maybe we'll get more things from the wonderful beekeeper? Greetings, Seri. Hope you've kept yourself busy. Well, you could say that. Nothing makes me happier than sharing a pork roast with the family. Have you seen where Louis Johns hangs his meat? Pretty scary. I mean, all of that sounded scary to me personally. And he has got turnips as well. Onion seeds, cabbage seeds, potato seeds, wheat, that tulip bulb. I'm gonna end up starving if I only let myself, you know, get a bunch of plants. So, all right, I'm gonna try to get those potatoes from him while there's still time in the season to grow them. And then I wonder if I can get some peas and turnips and cook something. But I think actually, because I don't know off the top of my head the recipe and I don't have a lot of food, I wonder if I'm better off trying to keep my money and buying food in town for now. But at the same, dang it, see, I go back and forth, because at the same time, here, we won't take quite as many potato seeds because I don't think I can actually grow as many potatoes as I wish I could. Because 2 days until that milk goes rotten, dang it. I think I still need to get that hoe in order to plant more seeds. Darn. Okay, I might be back, Edwin, but thank you. It would be good to get some of those raw ingredients to gain more cooking skill, but for now, I just have to do my best. Maybe his wife is around here somewhere and happens to have something nice she wouldn't mind to share. I heard that she's like really into being like a homebody, so let's actually see if we can come around. Oh, hey Jane, how are you doing today? When I can't fall asleep, I take it as an opportunity to write in my diary. It helps me settle my thoughts. I would hate to see a war break out. You know, not the first time we've talked about these things. And I have to say, now that I have some more taxes to pay, I'm listening. I'm listening. That's all I'll say. She has another plant pot. It's 22 gold. That's not a lot of gold. It's all the gold I have. Jane, I must now be more wary of you than ever, because I do believe that you could be the mistress of my demise. I need to be really cautious about that. Aww, I love these cute little beehives. They're just so charming. A quest, you say? Mabel, thank you! I got you a gift to commemorate our friendship. I hope you like it. I do. I will try to get you more cornbread ASAP. The graveyard is a place for quiet contemplation. Don't go running around there. Hard to get much work done while I'm sick. Wait, no, are you sick? Please tell me you're not sick, because that would be awful. And I really want to make sure that you're like okay. And I forgot how much you love just seashells by the seashore. I'll remember all of these things, and thank you for the cream. I really, really appreciate that. It's gonna make a difference, I think. I can eat just that if I need to. But let's see if we can actually go on into town. And, oh man, I still need to try to find those mackerel. Even just trying to pick like one thing to attempt to do is a lot harder than I thought it would be, because iron ore, mackerel, taxes, a ghost. You know, the kinds of things that everybody needs to worry about. Like, what do they say? Death and taxes? And here we are. Like, literally a ghost and taxes. So, it's surprising how universal that experience apparently is. All right, let's see. Well, I think food would definitely be... Oh, the pickaxe, or the hoe. That's why I'm here. I knew I was here for a very important reason. I wish I could run faster. I can't afford Fleetfoot potions yet, so I'm just gonna have to make do. But I need to see if the blacksmith happens to have a hoe that I can get. Also, now Bridget, who has bread and a Maya finger recipe, which I have no idea what that would even entail, also wants mackerels. You know what? I'm accepting it. I am about to be a mackerel Marvin. I actually don't know what the word Marvin means. Like, I always would get it mixed up when I was younger with the word Martin, like the animal. So I used to think when people said that they were like a Marvin, that they were talking about the martin, the cute little like martin animal. So it used to confuse me. I thought like, I was like, are you saying you're like a weasel? Like, you know, Marvins are kind of like weasels, I think. Oh my gosh, hang on. Now I'm a little concerned about everything about my life. Is it all a lie? Is there a Marvin animal? Wait, Marvin meaning, it's a sea lover. It's a famous friend, a sea noble. Really? Like, it's a name? So it's like a lover of the sea or somebody who falls in love easily. Generally a sweet guy who falls in love easily. And Martin. No, the animal. Oh dear. You know, those new AIs and searches suck. Oh, there we go. Yeah, see, that's a Martin. So when people used to say they were a Marvin, I thought they meant the Martin, just as a aside. Hello, I'm John Lewis. I'm a butcher. You're going to become a farmer, I presume. Someday, I think every man, woman, and child will be able to read and write. Well, at least that's what I'd like to believe. That is fantastic. I really like that. And you like pancakes. Good to know. Thank you, Lewis Johns. And you trade for meats, which sad pandas. Lots of thoughts, but we'll just remember that so that I might have a way to actually go ahead and prepare some food for the villagers later. All right, thank you, fare thee well, fare thee well. Hello, Mary. I hope you're taking good care of that farm of yours. It reflects poorly on the town otherwise. Mary? Just took a sip of my tea. While you're spilling tea, huh? Are you looking over my fence? I have ghosts in there. You better watch out. I'm glad that my husband has taught me how to dance. It's good exercise, too. My son really is the sweetest kid, but I wish he wouldn't rely on me for everything. Give me your money, Mary. Have my cream. And give me your money. Thank you. Yes, yes. Goodbye. All right, let's see if we can go ahead and get ourselves a hoe because I'm desperate for life. Hey, Roland. How you doing? Metal is the most reliable material, unless it rusts. Edwin Chesney is always working at that farm of his, but he seems to enjoy it. You know, he does. That he does. There's the simple hoe, thank goodness. Can I afford it? Also, you offer an iron one. Oof, can I afford that? And I do need to get more nails and more coal in order to complete one of the things we need to build. I think I need 4 pieces of coal, and I think I need at least 1 more nail. So if I tried to get all of those things, the iron hoe, the nails, and the coal, and I traded my oh so precious dried vegetables, my precious, precious lemons, my rocks, my quartz that I found, my potato. Could I even get close to that? If I traded away like everything, can I keep at least my lemons? And I don't want to have to trade away that much wood. I don't think that would work at the end. I think, okay, maybe 1 less nail. I think this might be an okay investment because we'll have the iron hoe to be able to plant a whole bunch of crops. We'll also be able to go ahead and the nails, super important for hopefully building something we have for a quest. And the coal, I can't believe I just did that. I think I'm gonna faint. I need to leave, Roland. I desperately need to leave before I really lose my nerve. And we're gonna go to the signpost back home so that just in case that was a huge mistake, I can plant seeds and water them with my tears. But I think that might have given us the resources that we needed in order to go ahead and craft the drying rack. Because I think I have 3 nails. I have 1 nail. So let's maybe go back and we'll see if we can trade some of the copper and the gold ore that we found. Oh, my soul, that hurt. We need to make this drying rack so that we can go ahead and trade it to the depressed teacher, because that will allow us to get like a really big thing done that I think will give us quite a bit of food. And I need nails and my stone in order to make that preserve jar that I was going to put my lemons in. And guess who just traded away all of her stones? Shh. It's going to be all right. It's gonna be all right, because we're gonna go ahead and I'm pretty sure I can come over and I can trade with some of the carpenters. And Jack, nails. Oh my gosh, have you been looking over my shoulder? Because nails are valuable. I don't want to waste them. And Madeline Hutton is a smart person. She's more qualified to be Honeywood's official teacher. I wonder if she's not because she's a woman, given the time period. That's thought-provoking. Also, there's my little giraffe toy. Alas, I don't see any nails. I see 2 rocks. I appreciate at least being able to come over and talk with you, Jack. I won't waste my nails. Boy, did I learn something about wasting nails today. Let's go ahead and we're gonna travel back. Go, little feetsies! Back to the blacksmith. Oh my gosh, speaking of feetsies, hey Mayor. Seri, hello, anything new with you? G.G. Johns is Honeywood's resident expert in all things meat and poultry. With all that sawdust in William Watt's workshop, it's kind of hard to breathe. I love how he's just constantly got like a lot of money. A, why do you need my taxes? Oh, hey, Sarah, good to see you. Good to see you. Blacksmith sells lanterns. Thank you. Do you think the colonies might strike soon? I'm worried that the mainland might raise our taxes as a result. Ooh, you know, there's questions. There's questions. Don't have answers. Hey, Agnes. Honeywood treating me today? Well, I'm surviving, I think. I heard through the grapevine that Penelope Lloyd didn't do too well in school. Bit of a shame, really, because she's a jolly person beside that. This weekend is a good time to head to the docks. Sometimes you'll find a ship in the harbor. I keep forgetting that. That would be so cool. Thank you, Agnes. I'll remember that for the future. Also, hello, small child. Hey, Daniel. That's right. You apprentice at the blacksmith. I think my mom should be a writer. She's really good. I get so sleepy at night. How do grown-ups stay up so late? Probably worrying about the taxes, to be honest. Yes! Child! Thank you! I need those 2 nails! Like, I come bearing gold ore that I am so willing to trade away, and also this iron ore. I need to keep, or excuse me, the copper ore. I need to keep the iron ore, though, because that is required for the quest that your teacher actually happens to have. And if you, young sir, I need all of the nails I can get from you, I think. We're just gonna get as many as I can. So that's 8 more nails. I now have somehow kind of gone full circle. And I'm broke as a joke again. But look, I can craft my gosh darn drying rack. And then maybe I'm gonna need to eat something. I'm gonna start starving soon. And I don't think I have almost anything that's like truly edible. This is concerning. This is increasingly concerning, but I can make my drying rack. Let's just start there. Let's start there. Let's make sure, for the love of everything, I don't lose that last collection of nails. And if I must, like, do I have enough of anything to be able? I have enough to cook. Make that journey cake. I might. It's a simple breakfast meal that might be enough to keep me kind of alive. I probably should have. I actually don't have cheese, so I don't know what I was gonna do with the basic breakfast. Not have a basic breakfast. No onions, turnips, or bread for turnip soup. No cabbages, potatoes, or peas for cabbage soup. Whoops. At least I have a little bit to eat. But alright guys, so I guess we'll go ahead. I'm gonna start collecting wood, gathering up nails, gathering up that stone. I'm actually gonna make sure that I get some of these crops planted tonight, and if I have time, pop up to the mines and frantically collect whatever stone and ores are there, and then maybe we'll have better luck at yet another day of attempting our survival in the morning. Can I just destroyed one of our cabbages. I need some alone time. I'll see you guys next time.